This is Artemis II, consisting of a SLS from NASA and the Orion spacecraft. This rocket just launched a few days ago with 4 people to do a moon flyby. And today we are gonna see if I could actually do the same here in KSP. I will try to fly this rocket into space to the moon and land Jebediah, Bill, and Bob safely back here on Kerbin. Before we start, this rocket here is not built by me. I got it from the workshop with the whole SLS. It's by One iShat on Steam. I think a very cool model. Now, let's get this thing started. Now, the access here, where the astronauts went in, we have to retract that. The rocket was fueled, and then, yeah, I would say we should count down and start this rocket. We are toggling on SAS, so the stability assist, and we will start with full throttle as soon as we press space here. So 10, 9, 8, 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. We are, of course, leaving some of the complexity of a real space craft out. We are not rotating the spacecraft as it is done in real life. And we also don't have to care about the longitude and longitude where we are starting. We're pretty much in the middle of the planet, basically, and we do only have to steer in one direction. Now, SLS is doing a great job here, bringing us up into the low Earth orbit. We do have 2 solid fuel boosters here that boost us in the first few minutes. Now, also launching in the evening here, just like they did in real life, I have to steer a little bit to get the rocket up. We want to get our apoapsis at about 70 kilometers in this game. I am already way above this, and we can get rid of the solid fuel boosters as they are empty. Let's see. Our apoapsis is gonna be way higher than in the real space mission. That's just because this simulation here is not the same like as real life. We do have some other distances, and we got a little bit more power per weight generally. So we are gonna aim for like maybe 250 kilometers. Oh, it's gonna be more. But now our main boosters are empty, and we will get rid of those, and we will not use the next engine for a while. Now that's as far as I know, that's also how they did it in the real one. That's also the point where I actually shut the video. The stream was off because I couldn't stay awake that long for my local time. Let's see. So we are flying still into the actual orbit here. We are gonna go to almost apoapsis. We will be flying just like they did quite a long time. Then we'll do a periapsis race burn to get into a stable orbit. So that's what we are doing. So we go back to our rocket. We'll turn prograde, and we will be able to raise our periapsis with a burn here. So if we look at this, we can now, as soon as we are rotated, where is our Earth? There is our Earth. We can now do some burning into prograde direction, and we can bring up our periapsis to about the same height in real life. Actually, I did a very bad job at keeping this orbit symmetrical. Let's actually go to apoapsis here so we can do a real periapsis lift burn to get this lifted up a little higher. Let's see. Let's give it some more power so we can see periapsis going up. That's the same as they did. Now, so far, I'm actually not sure where the rocket is at this moment, but they had to go around the Earth once, and when they were here, they are going into a very non-symmetrical orbit. That's the same as we are going to do right now. We will lift our apoapsis a little bit more, and we could probably actually go around here some more. So that's what they did too. And I think if we go around the Earth once now, we maybe are just missing the window in the game. But basically, they are staying in this orbit once, if I'm correct. And when they come back, they will go to the moon. And they will do a very large burn. Now, we'll have to see if we can replicate that. And they are using the Earth to sling them out with very little fuel. As you can see here, very little fuel. I'm also not sure we are still using this booster part from and I think we can definitely also get rid of those. That's also the point where they will extract the solar panels. That actually probably happened a little earlier. Let's see. Something like this. And then we will go into maneuver mode. And let's see, we are a little low on our... let's see if we can go a little further and bring this up some more. Something like this. Do we need to move it around a little to get an encounter with the Mun? Let's see if we can do it. Now we are way too high. And we need to get some more. Let's see. Are we getting an encounter? No, we are not yet getting one. Let's see. Now, in real life, this was calculated way earlier, of course, than we did just now. Can we get this? Can we get an encounter here? That would be very good for the video. Let's see. And there, nope. Can we get a... There we go. There's our encounter. And let's see if we can get a nice one. Just like that. That's an encounter. Let's maybe see if we can... Yeah, we don't have to waste too much stuff. So that's our burn. So they go around again and they will go to the point where they will have to do a massive burn to get out of Earth's influence, gravity influence, and then we will go into the direction of the Mun. Please also write me down in the comments if I tell wrong things, because I am doing this because it's very, very fun to do stuff like that, and I love this game here too, and I needed something to play. Yeah. So let's see. So we need to warp, probably. I'm gonna warp here, actually. So we are, of course, we don't want to wait like 1.5 days or whatever was needed for this flight here. We are still looking into maneuver node, and we have to burn at T-15 of the node. Let's see if we can do this. And T minus 15. So we will go back to our spacecraft. Now, also in real life, those solar panels will like lean a little bit into this direction. So the forces are less heavy on them. They can be moved. I don't think on this model they can be moved. But what we also will see in real life, they will do some movement. I think they already did at the point of recording this. And they will try to do some moving with the RCS and yeah, just try to pilot this thing, because that's will be really important for future Artemis III missions, for example, when they will dock in moon orbit with potential landers or something like that. So T minus 30. So we will go back. We will go down to T minus 15. Then we will do the burn, and we'll hopefully have an encounter on our side. So this is T minus 20 down here, as you can see. And there we go. We will burn. We will burn in the direction of the Mun. Let's see. We do have 3 people. We would have 4 people actually in this aircraft, or in the spacecraft, in the Orion spacecraft. Also, I think this would have been this would have been like burned away already. The escape system is falling off way earlier. Now let's see if we actually got an encounter. Yes, we do. So we can get rid of this maneuver node and see where we will get an encounter. We will get an encounter here. So let's now warp here. And as you can see here, we are flying away and we are flying into the direction of the Mun. Of course, they will do a lot of science. Let's see if we do have some science modules in here. I don't think so. At this point also, this stage will be brought away, and that would actually probably happen a little earlier too. I probably forgot, and let's see if we can activate those engines here. And we are flying into the direction of the, let's actually give it some power so we get this out of the view. And we are flying into the direction of the Mun. Now, basically what we do here, so we will have a flyby with Mun, but we will go back to the Earth. But it's not how it is done with, well, it is actually how it's done with the actual, I think the direction would be otherwise, but basically we are going into the influence of Mun. Let's see if we can, to get a little closer, we do have some fuel here, which we don't need. Of course, in real life, you would want this to be much, let's see, I don't want to get into weird orbits here. Yeah, I want to go back to Earth. No, I don't want to orbit. Okay, so yeah, they will do a flyby like we did do here. And they will fly by the Mun like this. And they will actually, I'm not sure if this was actually, yeah, there's the Mun. They will fly by, probably a lot closer. We didn't do an amazing job there. Let's see. So they are, yeah, that was a bad flyby, but it was one. And at this point, they will be on their way back to Earth. Now, of course, they will have to do as same as I need to do. They will have to do some correction burns, 1 or 2 correction burns. So, yeah, let's go to this one. And as you can see, the Mun is still there. It's still close. I think we actually will get a little closer still. Maybe not. Nope. Okay. So we need to have another few seconds. Can we get rid of you? Protective shell. I think we can. Yeah, I think we can deploy this one. Can we? Yeah, actually this one would be would activate. Nope, that was not what we wanted to do. Okay, that wouldn't happen in real life. Nope, that would also happen in real life. What am I doing? Yeah. So that means we will soon have to do the correction burn and we'll be back. I think this model here in KSP can't get rid of the launch escape system for some reason. So yeah, but we will have to do some burns here like this, and we will be on our way back. Now this is much more spectacular in real life, I hope. And yes, I think that should have done something. And as you can see, in real life, that's also probably more free to get back, because it's basically the goal is to not have the astronauts strand anywhere. So let's see. So we will go back, and for some reason whoops, okay, we were still way too high. And that was actually another. Yes, so let's now we get the actual encounter here. That was actually good for the video now. So we do a flyby, and probably what we will get is a trajectory that is, well, way worse than we had, but that's fine. So we did the flyby and we get another one with this trajectory. So yeah, I'm not the. Let's actually do a retrograde burn here. To get closer to Earth again. Can we see periapsis? Can we get this to like? Yeah, can we get this way lower? Something like around 70k. Yeah, something like this. And then they will be back on their way to the Earth, and we will get rid of another stage. That should be this one. Not the ablator. I would like to have the where is it? Not the ablator. I want to have the. Can we get rid of you, please? Can we? Hello? Okay. Well, we have problems with our we do have problems with the systems on board, just as they did in real life, because we definitely want to get rid of a few things. Let's actually, EVA is not available. Let's see. So we will go EVA and we'll do, can we, I want to take this. Can we deploy chute, remove helmet? No, please don't do anything of this. That's also not something we want to. Okay, so we will try to take Orion and bring it back to Earth safely. Can we do that? Probably not. There we go. There we go. This one is still on. Don't ask me why. Oh, that's actually. Well, we would want to decouple you. Don't we want to do that? Yes, that's actually what we wanted to do for way longer. Now let's see. We are going back to Earth. And there we go. We are coming in very, very fast. Just like in real life. I think it's actually a new record, the speed that they are going back into Earth. Now can we take off stability assist? So we are actually facing with the heat shield to Earth. Where are our... Yeah, please. Something like this. We want to go back into the Earth atmosphere. And we are dropping in height very rapidly. And as you can see, we are going back to Earth now. Let's see. Next time we press space, we will have the parachutes deployed. And we are dropping in speed because we want to get this to like 3 meters per second. And we are using the air drag to slow us down. So let's see. That's all the other parts also coming back to Earth. Not sure how exactly it is in the real spacecraft, but yeah, they are also coming back to Earth. Let's see. Well, we saw the moon. Nice. Now they just have to survive. They will in real life also land over the ocean, if I'm correct, and not over land, because I think if we look at this, where will we land? We will land in the mountains, actually. No, we will not. Will we even? We just crossed periapsis. So we failed to go into the Earth atmosphere. So we did slow down, and we lowered our apoapsis like crazy. And now you can see. Now we are at apoapsis again, so we will go down, but now we're landing in the darkness. I didn't want to do that. And so yes, there is Earth. I would rather land in... Yeah, because I don't like just having to look at this, and I can't see anything, just like you probably can't see anything. So let's go down some more. Maybe we'll get... Nope, we'll land in the mountains again, as you can see. And we land at night. Not ideal. Not ideal for the video. Not ideal for me to play this here. Let's see. And there we go. Air drag is getting less and less, and we don't really need the heat shield anymore. It's not getting warm enough. And we are dropping and dropping and dropping. At some point we'll have to get our parachutes, and they will slow us down a large amount, and we will land. Well, we are in the mountains, so there's something down there, so we will be on the ground in a few seconds. I hope we will survive this. It's not a smooth landing. And there we go. We just brought 3 Kerbals, or yeah, our people, to the moon, do a flyby, and we came back. It wasn't beautiful. I messed up a lot. And also, for example, the launch escape system, we would have thrown that away way earlier if we did it more realistic. Still, I think that's a success, and we can recover the vessel. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would really like if you would like this video. And if you want to see more videos, maybe go check out my channel, or leave me a subscribe. Yes, write down a comment if you saw things that were done differently. I know there's some, but yeah, we are always learning, and we are gonna see each other next time. Bye.